Good morning. What are some practical reasons you may be struggling in your prayer life? Well, I can think of three that immediately come to mind, although there could be several other reasons. But three that come to mind are, number one, you're not having a mystical experience every time you pray. You're not feeling it. When you pray, you don't get that immediate sensation that God is with you and God is present in the moment. Well, I'm someone who deeply craves those moments and deeply craves his presence. It's unrealistic to expect that God is going to put on, to make prayer this amazing, fantastic, mystical experience. That's not the point. The point is a deepening relationship with him. The point is that he uses prayer to accomplish his will, and that he uses prayer to change us. And you know what? Sometimes prayer might even be boring, and that's not a bad thing. It's prayer should be a habit. It should be an attitude. It should be something that we that gradually becomes more natural feeling over time, and doesn't require us to go as out of our way as sometimes it feels. A second reason we might struggle with a prayer life is that we're not getting results, quote unquote results. Again, this is a matter of expectations. We think, or we come to think, that prayer is about getting whatever it is that we're praying for. Well, of course, Christianity, it's a relationship. That this whole thing is about a relationship with Jesus Christ. This whole thing is about a relationship with God. And surely you don't only talk to your wife or your husband or your parents or your children just to get things out of them. And if you did, that would be a pretty shallow and empty relationship. Further, if you are a parent, you know that you don't say yes to everything your children ask for. That doesn't mean that you don't love them. So the second reason you may struggle in prayer is that you're not getting what you want. It's good to remember that getting what you want is not the point of prayer. Third reason you may struggle with prayer is that you haven't fully surrendered your life to Christ. Or maybe you had surrendered it at one point, but now you're starting to hang on to things again and starting to collect things, or collect areas of your life, or claim areas of your life that belong to you and not to him. And as you come to the Lord, you are closeting off certain areas of your life and not disclosing and not discussing and confining your prayers to those things that you're willing to listen to him on and hear him on. Well, if that's what you're doing, well, for one thing, give yourself some grace. We all do it sometimes, but why would we be surprised, though, when he doesn't honor that, right? In these cases, Jesus is probably leaning on us and pressing on us to disclose the very things that we don't want to disclose, to allow his will to come into these areas of life that we've claimed back for ourselves. So the third reason may be that we haven't completely surrendered. Look, I think as Westerners in particular, we often think of prayer as we think of so many other things in utilitarian terms, in terms of getting something or accomplishing something. But as Oswald Chambers once said, prayer does not, how did he put it? Prayer does not accomplish greater works. Prayer is the greater work. Prayer is its own end. It is about spending time with our Lord. It's about opening the lines of communication with our Lord, both in the formal sense where we sit down and we dedicate time to pray, but also just in the day-to-day moments and in our thought life, and taking time to converse with God in our own minds rather than just keeping our own counsel. If we learn to do that, our prayer life will feel more natural, and we won't struggle as much. But hey, good things rarely happen overnight. It takes time. It takes habit. You need to work at it a little bit. But hey, I'm working on it too. So may God bless your week, and may he bless your prayer life. God bless you.